going on, Pi Nation? How is everyone out there? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone can hear me loud and clear. Make sure to give me thumbs up in the chat or give me thumbs down. I just want to make sure everyone audio is all good. So give me your feedback here, and I will await. All right, so I guess we're good. No feedback is always good.
Greg says that we're good.
Greg says that we're good. Cool. Awesome. Well, let's get rocking and rolling. Hello, Pi Nation. Welcome to our Tuesday AMA. Very excited here at 5 p.m. To talk with you all here. Get to give you guys some information, answer some questions, and just get rocking and rolling. So I am Devin, CCO here with Dev Team 6. I have with me Eric, CTO. Eric, tell everyone hello.
Hello, Pi Nation.
And I have with me the man, the myth, the legend, CEO Bill Spotter. Bill, tell everyone hello.
Hey, Pi Nation.
Awesome. So we'll get rocking and rolling. We're just going to have our AMA here. A lot of it will be answering some questions, some awesome questions you all submitted throughout the week with our AMA questionnaire form that I know our brand manager Trevor puts out to the community. So we'll answer a lot of these questions, provide some insight, maybe follow up and just, finalize some questions that we may have answered previously, but just want to make sure we're providing an exact in-depth conclusion to those questions. Without further ado, we will have Trevor come up here and announce our Pioneers of the Week, Pi Mod of the Week, and our Pi Day Friday winners. So, Trevor, the floor is yours.
Good evening to you guys. It's Trevor, the Financial Advisor, and I have this week's Pioneers of the Week. Coming in at number 1, and not in that order, we have SJC Pi I Yai. Probably mispronouncing that, but congratulations, sir. Appreciate all the work. Coming in at number 2, we have Alec. Alec, thank you so much for coming at it strong the last few days. Appreciate you much.
All right, Alec.
And then the final Pioneer of the Week is going to be C4T. C4T, thank you much.
Great job.
C3PO.
Alrighty then, Moderator of the Week. This individual has gone above and beyond, honestly, every week, but really wanted to acknowledge his efforts over the last week. That is Lucretius Mark.
Lucretius.
Mark.
Way to go.
Really appreciate it. And then also last Friday's Pi Day Friday winners, and the hashtag for that was PiForce. Guys, GFAM has finally been unthroned, so you guys really came at it strong. Really happy with that. First Pi Day Friday winner is going to be Harley. Thank you so much, Harley. Really appreciate that.
Great job, Harley.
Number 2 is going to be Neo. Neo, thank you so much.
Mayo.
Mayo.
And then last but not least, we have MG Unit, I believe 13. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, MG Unit.
Awesome. Those are this week's winners. Once again, guys, 2 billion Pi up for grabs. When it comes to Pi Day Friday, you've got some stiff competition now. These guys have given GFAM a run for his money, and I know you guys can take it even further. Keep up the great work.
Awesome. We appreciate it. Thank you so much, Trevor. Once again, awesome job. And congratulations to our Pioneers of the Week, Pi Mod of the Week, as well as Pi Day Friday winners. So be sure you guys stay tuned for that next Pi Day Friday hashtag on Twitter this Friday. So thank you so much. Let's see, anything before we jump into these lovely questions? CEO, CTO?
No, I think the questions pretty much cover everything.
All right. So we are going to start with tech. Will there be a staking feature coming in upcoming tech, Eric?
You know what, Bill? I think that there will be. I think that we're actually working on some staking contracts, and we will be rolling them out in the future for all the platforms. So definitely Pi will enjoy a staking feature coming up.
Perfect. I love hearing that. That's something we've been talking about for quite a while. Will every token be instantly tradable on PiSwap, or does every token need to be listed like every other swap?
Well, Bill, initially with PieSwap, it will require that tokens hold a liquidity trading pool on PieSwap in order to be traded with PieSwap. That would be not every token would be instantly tradable on PieSwap.
So will I be able to trade any token in my wallet if I wanted to on PieSwap, or it has to be a liquidity that is held within PieSwap?
In the beginning, it's going to be liquidity held in Pi, targeting the 28th of October. We are not completely solid on that date yet.
Did I say it out loud?
You did. That was your outside voice that said that.
Sorry.
But we will be able to give an update here over the next few days and hopefully get you a nice hard date on that one. But we are targeting the 28th of October for PieSwap.
What is the best estimate for Chart's public release?
Well, the best estimate is to receive as much good feedback and bad feedback. We want all criticisms, all suggestions for pie charts. There's a feedback form on the charts. I think it's only on desktop mode really that's available. But please give us your feedback. Let's make the charts the best that we can. And we can only do that by the community giving us feedback on it. So we look forward to your feedback. As soon as we can get all that feedback increased in there and all those little changes made and tightened up, then we will be able to push that live.
Okay. So we're gonna go move on to the contract now. Do you want to ask me these questions, Eric?
I'd love to. Bill, I would like to know if the burnings will be manual or automatic in the new contract. Okay? And if the token supplement will be reduced. Is it not possible to create a new contract and send it to the audit to save time starting today, for example? And a suggestion, why don't you use the side of the donation wallet for a big burn in the new contract so things start to balance out? That's a lot of little pieces to
I love them.
a question.
Okay, so first and foremost, we are actually trying to move towards an automatic burn as opposed to a manual burn because we feel that actually is more predicated on volume than it is predicated on manually burning as we go along. So we're moving towards that. That's the idea. We hope that we'll be able to accomplish that with the new contract. We do have some tokenomics, which will be released in the rollout of the transition plan. That actually is planned or slated within the next 2 weeks. We will roll out the exact plan, the date, everything, exact step-by-step instructions on what each holder is going to need to do in order to participate correctly, including, and not limited to, our holders who have actually locked up their tokens.
Yes,
We
shall remain nameless.
We will we'll keep that completely anonymous, but those people
But
will
somebody
also, there
has
is
locked their tokens.
there is somebody, well actually somebodies, but we'll leave that nameless, but those people are in consideration. We are working on that. We do have, believe, a solution
You
for
will
that.
not be left behind, my friends.
No holder left behind,
That's right.
100%. Given that the question about the new contract, sending it to the audit, we are planning to do a full audit on the actual new contract prior to us actually implementing it and deploying it for it to be used. This way, anything that the auditor needs to have us take a look at or has concerns or needs us to adjust, we can adjust it before we mint it and deploy it officially to the blockchain. So yes, that will be happening. The donation wallet, great idea. We will look at that and potentially apply that going forward. We are planning, this is some news for all of you that are sitting there currently today, we are planning to do an approximate $50,000 donation this week. That will be taking place between today and Friday. Once it does, we'll definitely do a memorialized video of it taking place. You know, Cryptic is always on top of that stuff, so we'll have that to share with you guys and celebrate with you guys and be something to get excited about. The continuation of good impact that the Pi project is doing within the world and continuously doing what we say we would do from day one and that is to take a journey that is going to impact as many lives in this world as possible, even if it's step by step right now. Once we continuously build feet below us and we start to really rise and see more volume, we hope that that number expands greatly and we're able to make even larger impacts going forward. So I hope that helps and answers your question.
All right. Number 2 on the contract side, whatever the migration number of tokens might be, 1 quadrillion, 1 trillion, etc., will the burning of the token continue at the same percentage of each transaction?
Yes, it will continue at its current pace, but what we will do is
Algorithmically?
it's
It's my day today now.
It's been both our days today. Yes, I can't say it now.
Algorithmically.
Mathematically, we'll go off of that. We'll continuously build a formula that is built into, if it's automated burns within the contract and the tokenomics, we will adjust appropriately so that it matches the weight of what we're currently seeing. We have also, the good news is when we do that charitable donation coming up here this week, we will also be burning the said tokens from that donation. So we will announce the total number of pi that will get burned this week, but it is something to get excited about and something to be proud of. But other than that, yes, it will continue in its current format that we currently use.
Great. I heard the V1 to V2 contract will get the same percentage of holdings, but this is based on the inflated supply. Shouldn't the percentage change be based on what the burned supply should be? Let me know if this has been discussed already.
Okay, so I'll answer your question by telling you it has been discussed. It's previous AMAs. I believe it was last Wednesday or last Tuesday or the Tuesday before. It goes into good detail on those AMAs, but let us know if for some reason you do not or cannot find it. I'm sure Financial Advisor would be happy to lend a hand in helping you locate the official response or official answer that we've already given previously. But, you know, I see really quickly, I see somebody on here saying new lower supply. So what I do want to make clear is on the new tokenomics, one of our focus is to really make Pi an attractive for all investors. And, you know, it's been brought to our attention by many holders through the community and through a lot of community engagement that a lot of holders really love the Pi concept. They love the ecosystem. They love everything that we're trying to build in terms of supporting the token itself. But one thing that they've always said would be nice is, one, obviously a name change. Well, we heard you. So we're already doing that, so that's exciting. And secondly, one was the fact that it has 1 quadrillion total supply that is what we started out with. So the one thing about doing a transition to a new contract is it also affords us the ability to truly adjust in terms of the weight will all stay the same, the percentages will all stay the same, everything will adjust correctly and appropriately, but the supply maybe in unit numbers could be different. The reason being is from a price perspective, to attract people to take the Pi token as well as its ecosystem on a serious note, we may look at the possibility of potentially adjusting the total supply. But the burn percentage will end up being the same, exactly memorialized from the day we do the adjustment to the day that it goes live on version 2. Everything will literally transition on an equalized basis, but there is a chance that we do make some sort of adjustment. So whoever wrote the new lower supply, that definitely is a possibility.
All right. If the swap, number 4, if the swap will stay open for over a year, would it stop people from buying cheaper version 1 Pi and swapping it for more expensive version 2 Pi?
So if we're talking about the swap on V1 Pi, just a little, I guess, call it tidbit for you. When we actually do the transition will actually be at one of those points where there's like a cutoff time. So if you own V1 Pi at that cutoff time, then what you would do is you would then transition it to V2 Pi. The V1 Pi will no longer actually swap after that. The only option you'll have is to swap it for new Pi, new V2 Pi, which is an automated process. What we're planning to do is an automated process. Or if you have locked tokens or you don't swap right away, you won't be able to buy additional V1 Pi at a lower price and then go sell it for V2 Pi. One, they're two entirely different token IDs. They're different contract numbers, and they are treated entirely different from a liquidity pool standpoint. So that will not be available for you to do. There also will be no liquidity in that V1 because all that V1 liquidity is going to be staked with the V2's contract in the as soon as we make the transition. So we will equalize it so that the base or weight of the transition will take place from V1 to V2, but the V1 will no longer be something that you would be able to truly buy within PancakeSwap.
Makes sense.
Okay.
You want to do the others?
Yeah.
trade
you want me
off?
to read them?
Oh,
Or you want to read them?
I'll read them because I think you're going to answer most
Yeah.
of them.
This is true.
All right. Will we have separate Twitter accounts for each product?
Yes. So there will be a Pi Charts. There will be a Pi Swap. There will also be a Pi Wallet. We're kind of going back and forth on the Pi Wallet Twitter account, but we definitely will have it for as many of the core assets as possible. The idea is brand awareness. Obviously, there's plenty of reasons why Pi Swap is going to want to have it from also a customer service standpoint, for also other reasons to announce various different new added assets, new pools, new farms, new all sorts of various different reasons for us to have it. But yes, there will be multiple Twitter accounts and multiple social accounts as well for all the different assets within the core project of Pi.
All right. So what is the marketing plan and when would it start?
So marketing is very unique. One thing that we have to always remember in the marketing world, especially from what's called retention rate, there's a recall rate. And usually what happens is people, when they see an ad or they see something digitally within their social app, or they see it on the website, they usually have a max retention rate of about 3 days. The thing that we're very focused and keen on doing is once we do public release, so we'll actually announce a public release date for each one of these projects. There won't be rocket science. It won't be you guys trying to figure out when we're going to be dropping the date and all of a sudden it hits and it's live. But the reason we have a launch date is because we have a strategy behind it. A lot of our marketing efforts in the first 3 days prior to the actual launch date is to not only build up the hype, but also to do some very great brand awareness campaigns surrounding incentivizing people for being there on launch date. It's kind of like a grand opening of a retail store or a restaurant or something like that. And we're going to make it a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of really cool opportunities for not only the existing holders of Pi, but also the people out there that aren't very familiar with the project, but they do want to get excited about, Pi Swap or, one of the opportunities that we offer within the ecosystem. So the plan for marketing is coming. It happens on public release dates. Usually look for it 72 hours ahead of time. And that will actually be when we start to launch and you start seeing a lot of our great work on both social channels as well as digital ad spend that will take place, as well as utilizing some of the various different platforms. One of the ones that we are not entirely sure how will work out is if PooCoin is going to let us put pie charts up, or if we're going to be able to go and utilize Bogged or some of these other opportunities. Just strictly because obviously some of it is a competitor or potential competitor, but we've actually seen a lot of them don't really seem to care as long as you're paying them for the ads. So we're going to see how that plays out, but we have some really good ideas. Cryptic is an absolute awesome brain child when it comes to knowing how to execute those marketing plans as well.
She's fire.
She is definitely fire. That is true.
All right, so all roads lead to Pi. Can you please explain or expand on this statement?
Okay, so I think that, and I don't know, anybody correct me, did I say this statement or did somebody else say this statement?
You got me on that one, Bill.
Okay, so I think what is meant to be said here is powered by Pi. So a lot of what we're doing with the Pi core assets within the Pi ecosystem is the actual core products are crypto core assets that are supportive of cryptocurrency engagement within the investor realm, holder realm, project development realm, and it gives those people the ability to engage with cryptocurrencies outside of usually some sort of utility. And in regards to powered by Pi, is that most of the projects within the Pi ecosystem and also other projects such as the additional ones that have been discussed that Dev Team 6 is working on in the future will in some capacity be powered by Pi. Every single one of them has a powered by Pi component. Why is this? Because the Pi assets or core assets of the platforms that are being built within the ecosystem are very standardized, and the functionality of those platforms is very universalized across the various different spaces within cryptocurrency. For example, blockchain games. There's a lot of ways that people are going to want to cash out on their blockchain games. That allows them to utilize PiSwap to be able to go from crypto into fiat or into another crypto that they want to then cash out somewhere else. But all those transactions, the fees themselves, that all benefits the Pi ecosystem. So it's just an example, but looking at the Launchpad side and being able to stake all their pools from the Launchpad directly into PiSwap, it's powered by Pi. If you want to utilize the Launchpad to be able to generate something of a good project from a tokens perspective that has what we consider reverse engineered router opportunity for the token project as well as the holders, it's only going to be able to be staked onto PiSwap. It can't go to any other pool on any other swapping mechanism within PancakeSwap or Uniswap or Bakery Swap or any of the other swapping components that are out there. But I hope that answers the question.
I think so. So as someone who has just finished doing their crypto tax, that's the T word, by the way, for the first time, it has been a nightmare. So my question is, for all platforms in the Dev Team 6 ecosystem, Pi, Mini Doge, Moonforce, etc., can we get an easy and simple way to generate our CSV files for tax? Something that would show on our CSV files the buys, sells, staking, farming, rewards from liquidity pools, reflections from holding Pi, BNB reflections, etc.
Yeah, so this is great. We absolutely love the suggestion, I guess you could call it. But this is actually in one of the platforms that we've already discussed in the past. I'm not sure I want to get into platforms, names, and all that right now. Specifically.
Right.
But this is already in the works. This is part of something that we've discussed in the past, and it is coming down the road here. And
you're going to love it.
Yeah, it is actually really cool. You guys are going to see that on that platform. It's much more than just the tax and your wallet and the information that goes into helping you just do your taxes, but it also gives you a full suite of tools within the realm of analysis or data analysis around projects, around holders, around various different variables, as well as weighting the scores around history and data, how the history is based on the performance of the various different variables that go into not only the tokens themselves, but also the holders, but also then obviously just your own wallet, and really also being
Token
able to
investments.
be able to find even the opportunities that lie within some of the best token holders out there that are out there doing a great job, and having a snapshot to be able to sort that data and find some of the best and see what they're doing, and be able to really get some really awesome insight into what people are doing out there in the crypto world. But anyway, that is coming
That is
down the
coming.
road. But great suggestion.
All right, age-old question, but for the new investors and people coming into the Pi family, can you sum up what are the current projects, platforms, and technologies in the works for Pi and Dev Team 6? I guess that's a 6's other cryptos.
Yeah, so I mean, currently we've got Pi Swap, which obviously is our near and dear to our heart, our absolute baby of the project. It is definitely the core asset within the Pi ecosystem, and that is truly so that is the one that, I mean, if we're waiting for anything, I know some of you guys were excited about charts, and nothing against charts or
Easy.
the chart concept or any of the things or history behind charts or whatever. It's a great concept, and it will definitely build into V2, V3, turning into something awesome that will really be extremely useful for a complementary product to PiSwap. But PiSwap is truly the end-all, be-all of the Pi system.
It is the golden child.
It is the golden child. So
What
that
else we
is
got?
something that's exciting. We've got Pi charts.
We got Pi Wallet.
Are we going with Pi charts or Pi chart?
For me, Pi Charts rolls off the tongue. I know right now it's sitting on PiChart.com, but I think we also own PiCharts.com. And especially once we go to the multi-charts, we're gonna have to migrate that, or maybe we migrate it now and just roll with PiCharts.com.
Yeah,
I like PiCharts.com
I truly
better.
do agree. Eric, this is a revelation of yours. I absolutely appreciate that, and I do agree with you on that. It does feel a little bit better than just saying Pi chart. I feel like it's missing.
It just seems
that last
limited.
letter. Yeah, it's missing that last letter.
Seems limited. And it won't be for too much longer.
Then you've got Pi Wallet, which is very similar or similarly built to kind of a Venmo. Of sorts, a Venmo of crypto. It's going to allow you to send crypto to your friends, family, anybody that's within the crypto sphere that as cryptocurrency. The other piece of that, we will be doing the Simplex integration, which will allow you to purchase crypto inside there with your actual debit card. That will give you access to be able to load your wallet with more Pi, or maybe even more, BNB or whatever it is that you'd like to buy. If you want to buy Bitcoin, anything like that, that should be available to you in there as well.
We also have Moonforce coming.
Yeah, Moonforce. Moonforce. Just a little bit of a rundown on Moonforce. Moonforce is just equally as exciting for holders of crypto as it is exciting as for the actual developers of tokens. And a lot of people are like, well, what does that mean? Why is that the case? Moonforce is much more than just a launch pad. Yes, there's lockers, and there's token minters, and multi-senders, and there's all the various different same
Crypto market snapshots.
Yeah, a lot of the same very similar functions and features to the Unicrypts or even the DX sales or some of the others. I think Pink Sale and some of these other ones that are out there. A lot of the same features, almost identical in a lot of ways. The big differentiator, uniqueness of what Moonforce is going to offer to the actual users, right? There is going to be an entire discovery channel that is built inside of Moonforce. And think of it as a CoinGecko sort of coin market cap piece that's going to also be able to show you some more transparency behind the projects that live inside a Moonforce. And what do I mean by that? Well, there is going to be a control panel. I call it the war room.
Yeah. That definitely is a village, a billism.
It's called the war room for all intents and purposes. In the war room, there will be located many different things that are done, especially a lot of the same features that I just talked about, the lockers and all that kind of stuff. There will be direct access links to be able to update their tokens within BSC scan, or if it's ETH, Ether scan. It could also be listings on CoinGecko. It could be also the listings on CoinMarketCap. A lot of all that laborious work that is usually done, that is usually done entirely separate from each other for a token project manager or developer, is all going to be done on a one-click basis within the war room. The other pieces that are exciting about the war room is currently inside of crypto, there is absolutely, and I say absolutely because this is true, there is absolutely no way for a crypto project to truly track the data behind its marketing campaigns. There is no such thing as a pixel that can be fired within the crypto sphere that exists currently so that data can be tracked back to what campaigns. I mean, we've spent millions of dollars on marketing crypto at this point.
We have.
And spending that kind of money with a blindfold on. Now, you have to also remember, I come from spending $100+ million on Facebook over the last 10 years in digital marketing, right? And doing that and knowing the pixels and understanding the firing of the pixel, the events that come from a pixel, how that data is utilized for optimization within a campaign, all those things are super extremely important for us to understand is how many dollars do I have to spend in order to generate a holder of this token, or to generate somebody that's going to go to my website, or generate some other sort of call of action that's going to take place within the actual project or whatever we're trying to accomplish. Another thing that the pixel, or you can call it the data tracking, is going to do is it's going to allow for a token developer to actually issue a link. Think of it like a custom URL with some tagging. And that custom URL is going to actually be able to be given directly to an influencer. So if I'm a YouTube influencer and I want to promote your project as a influencer on YouTube, and the developer wants to hire me, they can actually give me a custom link that is generated inside the control panel or war room on Moonforce that then is used for us to track anybody that comes from their YouTube channel, or let's say it's Instagram, or let's say it's Twitch, or let's say it's TikTok, or any of those channels. It allows us to now know when they did that promo for us, how effective was that influencer within that promotion that they did for me. Why is it important? Because some of these influencers want 10 grand, 20 grand, 15 grand, 50 grand.
250 grand.
200. I think Charlie D'Amelio was trying to hit us for 200K at one point about a month and a half ago. And quite frankly, that's great. I mean, they may be worth 200K. The problem is that you throw it out there. One, we all know how many of these botted accounts and these YouTubers that buy fake followers or fake subscribers and views and comments, and they bought the comments and all that stuff. This eliminates that, and it puts a real true score behind the influencer, which leads me to the next piece, which is the marketing channel that is going to exist internally inside of the actual Moonforce War Room. Inside there will be an influencer section that will be vetted influencers.
And rated?
That will be rated based on two things. One, the feedback score from the project that used them, and two, the actual pixel data that was used to generate based on a weight on an average basis based on the total number of clicks for all influencers
Click to sale.
to see how effective that influencer is compared to its peers. And then our users or token project developers will be able to one-click inquire directly through that war room internally inside of Moonforce and be able to get an inquiry out to that influencer, be able to work out, negotiate some sort of rate with the influencer, and then obviously engage with a influenced opportunity for that project. There will also be links in there, not links, also a section in there where we will have partnered with multiple crypto outlets from both news, press releases, for them to one-click inquire, one-click purchase those press release opportunities. They'll also be able to utilize some partners that will be doing pay-per-click on BSC scan, on multiple coin, what's the, I can't remember, Coinzilla, some of the other channels that are out there as well. I think we're going to incorporate some also opportunities for you to work with other projects that are looking for partnerships. A lot of times when projects are looking for partnerships, there's sometimes, depending on what each project is doing and what each project is trying to accomplish, there is sometimes a good marriage within, you know, two projects or three projects. In some cases, there's blockchains that are out there that are looking for various partners that would like to also, you know, engage or expand what it is that their project is doing to continue to build more value for their token holders. So that's just a little preview. I think I missed about 90% of it.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like.
Let's make sure that we're clear on this, and then Moonforce will come out in stages.
Correct. Correct.
And the first stage will be purely focused on the token launches, launching tokens on PiSwap, and the different aspects of that, token locking, multi-sender app, that kind of thing. We're going to start working on the war room here actually very shortly, so we can get it rolled out as soon as possible after Moonforce launches.
Okay.
How about, will the Pi News contain more about all sorts of crypto news in the future? Do we have Pi News?
Do you know what that means?
Yeah, the Pi News is that the thing we put out on Twitter every week that just talks about crypto news
Oh.
updates.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So will it have more news about all sorts of crypto?
Well, I think it currently covers our project, and then we'll do just one piece of crypto news out there. Whether I think what was it last time? I think it was about Robinhood talking about their crypto wallet.
Gotcha.
It was last time.
All right, now, we have talked about doing something similar to that. General news.
Yeah, I mean, if they're asking for more news, we'll give them more news, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a great question. I think we would definitely apply that going forward.
This next one, I'm not gonna read the whole thing.
You didn't read this? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they all have a separate Twitter. Yeah, we're good on that.
But, I mean, the gist of this next question is very long. The gist is, basically, what do Pi holders gain from mini Doge? I think we went over that in the last couple of AMAs.
Yeah, I'm happy to answer it again. So basically, a lot of people that are not as maybe they didn't hear a lot of the previous conversation around this concept, but mini Doge, the actual token project is based on the blockchain game, but where Pi comes into play is how PiSwap is going to power the swapping behind the actual mini pets. Minis that turn into mini Doge that then either can be turned or converted into fiat, or it can be converted into another crypto that's available within the options to swap. So the swapping pools and swapping fees will all be done within PiSwap. So that is the integration, that is the powering piece that I've spoken of many times over the course of the last month and a half or two. but that is where Pi powers. And as you guys say, you said, I had said all roads lead to Pi. Again, it does lead to Pi in the swapping mechanism. It does have the opportunity for where Pi lives within that system.
Indeed. All right, so I've been a holder since day one. I have too. Are you planning on doing anything for your loyal holders who have not sold? What about those who have held mini Doge from day one?
So yes, so we have already announced, for one of the projects, and we will definitely announce more details, probably by next week, I would say. We just need to put the details down and get them out to you guys. So you guys
we definitely
fully,
we're tossing around a lot of different
fully
ideas.
understand.
Yep.
As you know, that we're in the midst of building the Pi NFTs, and the Pi NFTs are something that we are very excited about. We feel very, we feel like we're doing this the right way to where the people can actually see them as the profile pics or the PFP type series, where people can actually get a unique one-of-one, but also feel like they've got something special that represents them. We will be doing some exclusive NFTs that will go just for our long-term holders. Those of you that have bought Pi and continuously held your Pi, we will be rewarding you. We'll have more details on what qualifies you to be actually able to capture, or I guess claim, your reward. I do believe November 15th seems to be the day that we're sticking to for the loyalty program, as I could call it, something that really rewards people to stick and stay with the project. But I do want to make it clear we will be rewarding holders on a long-term basis. This won't be a one-time, here you go, thank you, have a nice day. Our goal is to be able to do this on a quarterly basis to where you as a loyal holder will be earning. It's almost kind of in our head, the way that I've envisioned it is like a level up program. So those of you that hold in the first quarter and you still continue to hold in the second quarter, you may get something that is the premier, or something that is double in terms of what we value the reward for, versus somebody that just held in the second quarter or came in the second quarter and has held during that same time frame. So we'll continue to reward at a higher level as we go forward. But yes, that is going to be happening here in the near future. What is the next one?
All right, so the next one is basically when we rebrand Cream Pie, you want to name it Floki Pie?
Flocky Pie. I do have to respect the question. I think that, given the nature of the environment that we are in within crypto right now, I can see where this question came from. I think a lot of people tend to get excited about the here and now, the what is going on lately and what's popular or popping off lately. So I can see where this question comes from, but I do want to make it very clear we are a professional project. We are looking to build a professional image, and we believe that just keeping us as Pi, just the name Pi, is going to be extremely important to the future of our adoption throughout the crypto space, as well as throughout the world within many different technology bases, as well as many different use cases across point of sale, as well as contracts and things down the road that we are planning to do within the roadmap. Roadmap 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, years down the road. It's just going to be imperative that we stick with Pi. We love the name Pi Swap. We love how, even Pi Charts, it's such a great name. It's such a great concept. And, as we continue to build off of the various different technologies, version 1s, version 2s, version 3s, it's only going to get better. And I do, kind of looking at how we've rolled out now charts yesterday, the beta version of charts, and yes, there's definitely, we're well aware. I think, and I love Eric to death. He's a great guy. He's actually standing here right now with a cane. If you could see him right now, you'd all be proud. He doesn't have the scooter. I almost bought him. We almost got him a scooter to scoot around the office in, but I call it a cane. It's actually a crutch. He had a small little boo-boo accident that took place
Got a boo-boo.
on Saturday night. Apparently, he hurt himself on the ramp, or I guess you can call it a ramp.
Something.
But anyway, broke his fibula. So those of you that want to wish him well, feel free to wish him well now. We've got, obviously, we released charts last night. Actually broke his fibula on Saturday. He still made sure, and
We did
those of
release
you,
it at 11:47.
and those of you that think it was done by an external team in the very end, he actually himself made sure that he got it out there to make sure that he did meet the deadline and didn't miss it. He is going to continue to work with one of our development teams, not the one who started charts, let's be clear. Not the people who started charts. We've already washed our hands of that story. But the new team that has done a phenomenal job with Swap and some other things that Wallet and some other stuff that's being in the works right now. And they're always on time, and they're always good at what they do. And,
Yes, they are.
And Eric has a great working relationship with them. So they are already getting on V2 of charts. We're very well aware of the various different pieces that a lot of you guys gave us good feedback on last night, and thank you for being on last night, as well as Eric appreciates the feedback, and it only is going to make us better. We are
good, bad,
right.
whatever you got.
We as a team, we as a community, we as a nation, Pi Nation, will continue to flourish as we continue down this journey together, and as we continue to see various different ways that we can always enhance and make things better, the faster we're able to get there in terms of everybody working together in the same direction towards the same unified goal, the faster we're going to see adoption, because people are herds. They will follow the lead. So if we work together, they will herd behind us, and they will follow us to the promised land. So all we've got to do is continuously grow together, add the feedback, give us everything you can, and give us
Good, the bad, and the ugly.
all of it. We're not afraid.
Nope.
We take zero criticism as negative. We want you to be open and honest, because the faster that we can be honest with each other, the faster we're able to get things forward, progress towards true potential. So we appreciate you guys.
There's one more.
What's the next one?
The very last one. There's more idea or thought rather than a question. With the upcoming monthly B&B reflections, I think it's a really good one, by the way. Would there be an option to reinvest the reflections back into buying more Pi using a click of the button, perhaps with zero or minimal buy tax as an incentive to reinvest? This would not only put money back into the system to boost market cap and volume, but also set a new higher floor price for Pi. Again, this could be an optional feature only for those who want to invest rather than withdraw.
I love the idea, and we certainly will apply this. This is a great idea.
Absolutely, this is a great idea, and we're going to work this in.
We have not worked this in. This is not something that was on the docket.
No, but it will be.
But credit to the person who created it, because it is a great idea, and we feel extremely very high level when it comes to staking, when it comes to opportunities for higher yield, and offering those various different platforms and ways that people can continuously allow their wallets to grow within the
That's
Pi
right.
ecosystem. So absolutely, we love it, guys. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. As always, Devin says that he loves you all very much. He feels very blessed to know you all. Eric, do you have any last words for us?
It's a wonderful Tuesday.
Okay. Eric is gonna ice his foot now, everybody, so if you were wondering what is happening, he can't get off the chair right now, so we're gonna work on getting him to an ice bucket, but Pi Nation, thank you for everything, thank you for being here, thank you for supporting us, you know we love you guys, we know that you're continuously working through the storms, working through the sunshine, and watching for rainbows, and there's nothing better than knowing that we're on this journey together. Thanks again. Good night, Pi Nation.
Yeah.